Well, today was a very interesting day in the stock market, and well, in today's video, we are actually going to discuss that. So let's just go ahead and get right into it. So the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ basically closed flat. Wasn't really anything too special to write home about. But when you actually look at the hype stocks, the momentum stocks, the YouTube stocks, the crazy people stocks, they actually had a little bit of a short squeeze. It was absolutely insane. You've got stocks like Coinbase that are up huge. You've got stocks like SoFi that are up huge. Affirm is up huge. All the YouTube hype stocks and momentum stocks were pretty huge, and it's because we seem to be having a little bit of a short squeeze going on. And now I actually want to go ahead and show you guys Michael Burry's tweet, because to be honest with you guys, he's actually starting to warm up to me. Well, I'm starting to warm up to him, to be completely honest, because yeah, I actually agree with this tweet. So let's go ahead and take a look. So Michael Burry says, "The silliness is back. After 1929, after 1968, after 2000, after 2008, the strain of silliness that transformed bulls into bubbles completely and utterly disappeared. But that familiar COVID era silliness is not dead yet. Like 2001 before Enron, before 9/11, before WorldCom." To be honest with you guys, I actually kind of agree with him. I'm not even going to lie. I think what's happening in the stock market right now is absolutely insane. This is obviously a ridiculously insane bear market rally. I do still think that we are in a downtrend. I do still think that we're in a bear market. And I do agree with Michael Burry here. Now, many of you guys have been asking me, or at least some of you guys have been asking me down in the comments, like, why is Michael Burry call himself Cassandra? Like, what's up with that? Because he has had that name basically for like the entire year. Like, he's had that name for a while, and a lot of people have been asking, well, what exactly does Cassandra mean? Why does he call himself Cassandra? So Cassandra was one of the princesses of Troy in Greek mythology. As a matter of fact, according to the myth, Cassandra had the ability to see into the future. However, her curse was that nobody believed her. Now, Cassandra predicted or prophesized that Troy would eventually fall. However, once again, nobody believed her, which left her powerless to do anything to stop what eventually would happen, because she could see it. And that's essentially what Michael Burry is claiming that he is as well. He's claiming that he is the Cassandra of the stock market. He is the Cassandra of this generation. He is warning of the impending doom that is going to happen to the overall market, and nobody is listening to him. Nobody is heeding his warning, but he's basically claiming that he sees what's coming and he knows what's coming, and everybody's ignoring him. So we do have some very interesting catalysts coming up. Now, keep in mind, historically, August and September are normally bad months for the stock market. Just something to keep in mind. I particularly think that September will probably be bad, because normally it is. And during those bad times, if they happen, no guarantee, you can't predict this stuff. You can't time the market. But if it happens, I will be buying a dip. I would not be buying a dip right now while there's all this euphoria and craziness. But during that time, like if stocks were to drop significantly and maybe S&P go back to 3,700, I would definitely be buying again. But anyway, so the catalyst we got next week is you do have CPI next week. That is on a Wednesday, I believe. Yeah, that's a Wednesday, August 10th. That is going to be extremely important, because once again, we still haven't seen any signs or any proof that inflation is actually going down. We've only seen it go up. That's literally all we've seen. We just got this jobs report that just came out, which the market did not like, because that makes them think that the Fed is going to become more aggressive, because they think that the labor market is still strong, and that's not good. So you got that. Believe it or not, earnings season is not over. Yes, we had all the big tech companies and all that, but we actually still have some pretty important companies reporting, and we have a lot of retail earnings coming up next week. So let's actually go ahead and look at this list. We're going to actually go ahead and take a look. So I got the list right here. Funny enough, Palantir reports on Monday, and the only reason why it's relevant is because it's a YouTube stock, and for whatever reason, it's very popular among retail investors. But overall, I think the company's trash, and there's no reason why we should even be talking about that garbage company. But anyway, here are the companies that we have reporting. So as you can see, looking at Tuesday, we have Trade Desk, Roblox, we have Norwegian, we have Cisco, we have Hyatt, Coinbase, Unity. Going over to Wednesday, we have Disney. Ooh, Disney's one of my favorite stocks. We have Disney reporting. We have Bumble. We have Wendy's. Moving over to Thursday, we have Brookfield. We have Toast. We have Six Flags. All right, moving on to some news. It looks like Voyager Digital is finally getting their act together. And by getting their act together, I mean finally, I guess, giving their investors their money back. I don't mean you should invest in it. Don't Don't do that. But crypto platform Voyager Digital, which filed for bankruptcy protection last month. I'm all over the place. Said that it expects to resume user access to the app for cash withdrawals next week. So there was, a little bit of a court case. They're in court right now, and basically they said in court that users will be able to get their cash off of the platform. Now, keep in mind, this is just cash. This is not their crypto. So it's very important people understand that. In other news, President Biden finally signed the COVID-19 relief fraud bill. This is a bill that Congress basically created in order to give the government more time to go after the criminals who stole money from the government in 2020 and 2021 and took advantage of those PPP, Paycheck Protection Program loans. And Biden administration is basically giving themselves 10 years with the statute of limitations in order to go after these criminals instead of whatever else it would have been. I have no idea. In other news, this is actually kind of relevant. I know this has nothing to do with finance, but it's popping up on my news feed, so I'm going to talk about it. Alex Jones has lost his lawsuit. He has to pay the families of the Sandy Hook victims, the two parents that sued him, $4 million. We're still waiting to see how much he's going to have to pay in punitive damages. I haven't gotten any news on that yet, but it popped up on my feed, so there you guys go. In other news, the Bank of England is forecasting that they are going to indeed have a recession, and they say that they are going to reach a peak inflation of 13%. Holy freaking moly, that is absolutely insane. I'm not even going to lie to you. In other news, there's an article I'm reading right now that says that insiders are dumping most stocks since January as retail is panic buying. So basically, insiders, which you guys know are like the CEOs and stuff of companies, the executive directors, all those different executive positions in companies, they are selling and dumping stocks and running away, while retail, on the other hand, is buying. You go ahead and take with that information what you will. And that's it. So there you guys have it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.